Good evening, this is Leonard Smith from Sense Memory, and tonight I'm making a very special cocktail to go with the perfume that I am reviewing tonight, or I should say cologne. It's a men's cologne. And this is something that is called a Kennedy Daiquiri. Now, a Kennedy Daiquiri is made with 2 parts Bacardi rum, light rum, or any kind of rum you'd like to use, 2 parts of limeade, homemade limeade, and here we have the limeade that I made right here, and then you top it off with just 1 part of Rose's sweetened lime juice. And this is the beautiful Kennedy Daiquiri, which was invented by the Kennedy family, in particular Jacqueline Kennedy, and was served to President Jack Kennedy. So here we have the Kennedy Daiquiri. It is so delicious. Cheers. The fragrance we're reviewing tonight is from a very, very old American house. One of the oldest, in fact, the oldest American house, and that's Caswell and Massey, their house. So Caswell and Massey was founded in 1752 in Newport, Rhode Island by a Scottish-born doctor by the name of William Hunter. And his main products were soaps, fragrances, lotions, shaving products, and toiletries, and other apothecary-style items. In 1755, it was originally called Dr. Hunter's Dispensary, and he sold medical supplies. He gave the first lectures on anatomy and surgery in the colonies in 1755. During that time, he also invented orange soda, which he gave to his patients to help them with the medicines that they had to take. So they kind of washed their medicine down with orange soda, and it's still with us today. In 1789, Newport, Rhode Island, at the time, was traveled by the colony's social elite to buy European-style luxuries. While selling medical products, Dr. Hunter also began selling cosmetics, personal care, and hygiene products. He imported fragrances from Europe and blended 20 different colognes, numbered 1 through 20. A fragrance called Jockey Club was introduced in 1840. In 1860, Caswell soap is introduced. The company during that time also continued to make other apothecary products. The company took the present name of Caswell-Massey when the then owner, John Rose Caswell, formed a partnership in New York with businessman William Massey. That was in 1876. In that year, the company operated 2 stores, one in Newport and one in New York City. Over the next 30 years, Caswell and Massey grew to 10 stores in New York City, but closed the Newport store in 1906. Over the years, Caswell and Massey has had such luminary clientele as the Astors, the Vanderbilts, Edgar Allan Poe, George Gershwin, Judy Garland, Katharine Hepburn, and Greta Garbo. In 1926, a store was opened on Lexington at 48th in New York City, in what was then called the Barclay Hotel, which is now the Intercontinental New York Barclay Hotel, and it is currently the company's flagship store. During the second half of the century, customers also included Jacqueline Onassis, President John F. Kennedy, and the Rolling Stones. So there you have a little bit of a history of Caswell and Massey, and the fragrance I chose to talk about today is, and we'll call this an unboxing even though I did wear it all day yesterday and today, but here's the beautiful box. And this particular fragrance is Jockey Club, which was introduced, as I said, in 1840. Now, the really interesting thing about this particular fragrance is that it was John F. Kennedy's favorite fragrance. He wore it all the time. And that just gives it a little extra patina of glamour. Now, I want you to see the bottle. It really is beautiful. Here we have the bottle up close. a wonderful old style bottle with a great label, and on the back you can see it says Caswell and Massey, and what else does that say? It's Caswell and Massey Company Limited, Chemists and Perfumers. So there is the bottle. It is a wonderful little bottle. And the great thing about this particular fragrance is it only costs $30 US. That's really great. And what even makes it better is how wonderful it smells. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about what is involved in Jockey Club. It was created, as I said, in 1840. The main accords are citrus, musky, fresh, amber, patchouli, and green. The top notes are citrus and bergamot. The mid notes are water lily, green notes, and woods. And the bottom notes are amber, patchouli, and musk. So let's open it up and give it a spray. Now it has a really fine sprayer. Just beautifully, comes out beautiful like that. Now I'll tell you that when it first opens, it's really, at the first time I tried it, I was like, oh, I wasn't sure I liked it. But it's a little sharp in the opening. But that only lasts a moment. And that's this really strong bergamot mixed in with the other citruses. And as it wears, it becomes kind of powdery. And this water lily mixing in with the woods and the green notes give it a really, it reminds me of when I was a kid, back in the very early 60s, getting a haircut in the summertime. And they'd put you in the chair and they'd put the bib around you and they'd cut your hair, and they had this great brush that they would brush all of the loose hairs off of you at the end, and then they'd powder you with this great talcum powder. And it has that kind of wonderful masculine talcum powder smell. But it's a little more exotic than talcum powder. It's just really sophisticated, sharp, and has a great kind of elegant line running through it. For the price, this is really a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And I really, really would recommend this to any man who is interested in something classy, classic, and super elegant. Now, the longevity on me was about 8 to 10 hours. I wore it all day yesterday, and the dry down was really beautiful. And it kept that wonderful classic talcum barbershop kind of vibe going all the way to the end. And the projection is not bold, it's not in your face, it's not, as they say, beast mode. It is sophisticated, elegant, and gentlemanly. So there we have my take on Caswell and Massey's wonderful Jockey Club. It's elegant, sharp, a great fragrance for any man who's interested in wearing a classic. This is Leonard Smith from Sense Memory saying, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. And I'll see you later.